Let me tell you something interesting. Most applicants write their statement of purpose like a resume in a paragraph form, and then they wonder why it doesn't work out. Hi everyone, I'm Trishna, and if you're applying for a Masters in Finance program, then you already know that the SOP isn't just another document, it's the heart of your application. It's where you get to tell your story, your real story, not just what you have done, but why you did it and where you are headed. Now, let's be honest. Writing an SOP can feel a little awkward. You're basically being asked to write about yourself in a way that's honest but still makes you look like a solid candidate. And for many of us, that's not that easy. But the good news? You don't need big words or fancy stories for your SP. You just need to be clear and real. So let's start with the basics. A good SOP has three simple goals. First, explain who you are and where you come from. And then talk about why you want to do a master's in finance. And third, explain why that specific school or program fits your journey. That's it. That's all the SOP really needs to do. Start with your story, not your scores. The admissions team already has your transcripts, your CV, and your test scores as well. So don't waste the first paragraph listing what's already on that paper. Instead, here's a better advice. Begin with something personal. What got you interested in finance? Maybe it was a stock market game in school. Maybe it was watching your family run a small business. Maybe it was just a random internship that changed the way you looked at money. It could be anything. That is going to be your opening. Something real, something raw, something honest. Next, build on that story. Talk about what you did after that spark. Did you take up a finance course in your college? Did you try an internship in investment banking or maybe corporate finance? Maybe you joined a finance club or even tried to analyze stocks on your own. Whatever your journey is, just try to connect the dots. Show how your interest in finance turned into an actual effort. Now, here's the part where many people mess up. When explaining why you want to do a master's in finance, don't just simply go like, I want to gain knowledge or it's a great opportunity. Be more specific. What do you want to learn? Are you interested in quantitative finance, risk management, corporate valuation? What is it? Show that you have actually thought about this entire situation carefully. And when you talk about the school, don't be generic. Please don't say your university has a great reputation and that's why I want to study this program at your college. They already know that. Instead, mention what excites you. Maybe it's a certain course, or maybe it's a certain professor. Maybe it's the program's focus on practical learning or access to financial hubs. The goal is to show that you have done your homework and that this goal actually fits your goals, not just anyone's. Also, remember to keep the tone real. You don't have to sign like a corporate email. You're not applying to be a robot. Come on. This is your chance to be human. If there were setbacks in your journey, it's totally okay to mention them. Just talk about what you learned from them. Schools don't expect you to be a picture perfect person, but they do expect you to be self-aware. Here's another small but important tip. Don't try to squeeze in everything you have ever done. It's not about quantity, it's about relevance. Keep the focus on things that tie into finance, learning, and your future plans. If something doesn't properly add value to your story, it doesn't need to be there. So, before you wrap up your SOP, make sure to clearly state your goals. What do you hope to do after your master's? Are you looking to work in investment banking or asset management or fintech maybe? Well, it's okay if you're not 100% sure, but show that you have some purpose of direction. And finally, read it out loud. Read it to yourself. If it doesn't sound like you when you say it, it probably won't read like you either. An SOP should feel like a conversation, not a speech. So once you have written it, step back, take a breather, and read it the way you'd talk to a mentor or a friend. That's how you'll know if it feels right. So yeah, your SOP doesn't have to be picture perfect in the usual sense. It just has to be you. Honest, clear, and focused. That's more than enough to stand out, trust me. That's it for today's video. If you're working on your SOP and you're feeling stuck, drop your questions in the comments. We'll try to answer as many as we can. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who is planning to apply for a MIS. And I'll see you in the next one soon.